Today on Our Story, This Song's For You, I welcome Michael Fracasso, who will be performing at Our Story Studios. And before the show, I'll have a chance to ask him a few questions about his music and performing in Minnesota. Well, welcome, Michael, to Our Story Studios.
It's great to be here.
We're excited to have you. And let me ask you this right off the bat. So what do you think of southern Minnesota so far?
Well, I think it's cold.
Well, and like I was sharing with you, this isn't cold. You come in another month
Right.
and you'll see cold.
And I was telling you that I just got my haircut, and I thought that was a bad time to get my haircut because it feels cold out here.
Well, normally I don't do the songs for you. Bill Bussey does, but he's on vacation, so I'm filling in.
Okay.
And I'm very excited about getting a chance to ask you a few questions.
Okay, great.
And let's start out with, if you would share with our audience a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
I've lived in Austin, Texas for the past 18 years. I moved to Austin from New York City, where I'd lived like about 10 or 11 years.
Well, your songs and your songwriting is outstanding, if I must say.
Thank you. Thanks.
And when you first started, did that come easy, the songwriting
Well,
aspect,
I was always
or?
writing songs, and that part was easy. But finding my voice was something that took some time. I would sound exactly, or at least in my head, I sounded exactly like, say, Paul Simon
Sure.
or Bob Dylan or whoever I was imitating at the time, and I would write songs that were mirrored, the albums that I was listening to as well. And when I got to New York, I found that I didn't, there wasn't me, it was like me pretending to, which I think everybody starts out that way. You sound like the person that you most admire.
Sure.
Right? Sure. And so I got there, and eventually I found my own voice, and it was a very liberating experience for me.
Now, one of the quotes that I read said that you sounded like Buddy Holly if Buddy Holly would have gone to college.
Okay.
I thought that was an interesting
right. No, I think it's very
comment.
funny. Yeah, it is a very interesting comment. I don't know. I thought Buddy Holly was a pretty intellectual songwriter himself.
Well, and I found most the songs that I've heard that you could experience it with you. Are these, where you can visualize what you're singing so well. Are these personal stories of your own life, or are they developed, or a little bit of both?
My kids always ask me that out of fear, because they think, "Oh my gosh, that's not. Is that true, Daddy?" And the answer is no. They're not true. My songs are made up of truth, half truths,
sure,
if you will, and characters are varied. It might start with one character. And then, I have a song that I started out writing about my little girl, Stella, but by the time it was finished, there must have been like 3 or 4 other characters in there,
Do you have a couple favorite entertainers that you look at now, that you look up to, or maybe not look up to, but think, wow, they're very impressive?
Randy Newman. Of course, I just love it. I got this song stuck in my head, Louisiana, I must have played it 1,000 times.
So now share with us a little bit about your new CD that's just come out.
Yeah, my new CD is kind of based, I don't start out, first of all, I don't have an idea of why I'm writing the things I write. I just happen to write them, and then when I'm putting the records together, I see that they have a theme, Each of my albums had kind of a theme. And this one is sort of a Southern Gothic, if you will, a collection of things from the South, stories.
Sure.
A lot of them, have a very Southern feel to them.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, would you honor us with playing a song from that CD?
I'd be happy to.
That's great.
Ladies
and gentlemen, Michael Fracasso with Red Dog Blues, his new CD.
Okay, well, I'm glad to be here in Minnesota performing this weekend, and I'm going to do a song here called Naked Fool. It's from my new record, Red Dog Blues, and this song is a song I was talking about in the interview. It's a song I started writing about my little girl Stella. We had her at home, and as soon as I met her, I knew she knew exactly where she belonged in the family, and anyway, here it goes. She's got dancer's feet and a mother's smile. I'm content just to look at her, and after a while I want to love that girl as much as I can. She'll take you down to the river where the water's cool. Who cares anymore if I'm a naked fool? I want to love that girl as much as I can. She believes in the spirits and that howling wind. Take you to the very place where life begins. I want to love that girl as much as I can. As I can. She's got a kind disposition, but she's tough as nails, sweet as a cake in the county jail. I want to love that girl as much as I can. I want to love her in the morning and the afternoon. There's a whole lot of shaking going on in the room. Love that girl. She's got her flaws, opens up her heart just like Santa Claus. I want to love that girl as much as I can. When you lose your hope, she'll restore your faith, take you to a world that is full of grace. I want to love that girl as much as I can. She's got dancer's feet and her mother's smile. I'm content just to look at her.